I am LaMarsha Lewis. Let's talk. I wanted to come on to do commentary in regards to the verdict that we have learned. The House Senate did close out the second impeachment trial for that of the 45th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. Donald J. Trump being the only president in United States history to ever be impeached twice. And as of today, he is thus far the only president in our United States history to get a second acquittal. And this is very heartbreaking for me. I was very disappointed. In fact, I said I am disappointed. I was hurt. I was sad. And again, I'm hurt. I'm sad. I'm disappointed. And we got to find a way to get better leadership in Washington, D.C. because of the reports from what has been stated, we, the American people, wanted him to be convicted. And I'm still not going to rule out that he would not be held accountable, because as I have said in previous commentary, and this is who I am and I stand on it, I believe the report of the Lord. God has the final say in all things. And they may think, the Republican Party, those 10, or in fact those 43, because the verdict was 57 guilty, 43 not guilty. In order to actually have been affected in the not guilty, they needed 10 more. They needed a total vote of 67, which would have meant they needed at least 17 Republicans to also vote guilty. And it was only 43 that voted not guilty, 57 voted guilty, 7 of them being Republicans. But again, in order to have been effective with the guilty verdict, Donald J. Trump would have needed a total of 67 and a total of 17 Republicans to vote guilty. And for all 43 Republicans that chose to willfully ignore the fact that Donald J. Trump, and they know that he did, incited an insurrection at our nation's capital where all of them were there, put everybody's life at risk. 5 people died on that day, one being a police officer, and let them tell it, they for Blue Lives Matter. They're the party of family values and all of this, but yet you just chose to willfully give him a pass. And he's going to think, just like with everything else, he's gotten away again. No accountability. But God still is in control and has the final say. He might not get his consequences here on earth, but he will pay, and so will all those that chose to willfully ignore and give him that freedom. You had Mitch McConnell. Supposedly his wife resigned in the test because of the insurrection. That was the founding boiling point for her and all those other people of his cabinet. All of them that resigned just days before, or right after the insurrection and before the January 20th, the ending of his administration. You all have allowed this man to just walk out and get a pension that we paid for. He has a travel allotment that we paid for, as if he has not done anything. There has been no accountability by the Republican senators. It needs to be known. We need new, better leadership. And we need some people with some spines and people with integrity to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. But this is what the results was. I'm going to read names of the senators that actually voted to impeach Donald J. Trump. Again, it was seven Republican senators that did vote guilty. One being Richard Burr of North Carolina, Bill Cassidy of Louisiana, Susan Collins of Maine. And let's keep in mind, she is a Republican senator that in the first impeachment trial said, well, that she thought he had learned his lesson. We basically wouldn't have any other problems or issues with Donald Trump. But as we see, it got so much worse. An insurrection took place. 5 people lost their lives. 2 police officers have since taken their own lives by suicide. A police officer lost an eye. Police officers with broken ribs, broken fingers. And others have died on that day and have taken their lives. The traumatic memories, and in fact, when those senators relived it through the second impeachment this week, which started Tuesday, February the 9th, and just ended with the verdict again of Donald J. Trump getting acquitted, because we lack 10 Republicans to have a heart, to have a soul, to have compassion, to have empathy, to have sympathy. And again, each and every one of them was there on that day. They saw it unfold in real time, even though it was replayed back again through the trial. Mitt Romney of Utah, Lisa Murkowski of Alaska, Pat Toomey of Pennsylvania, Ben Sasse of Nebraska. Those are the 7 Republicans that stood up, did the right thing, had courage, and cared about we the American people, cared about our country, cared about our United States Constitution, cared about the oath in which they took to defend and protect the United States Constitution. This is my commentary. I'm Marsha Lewis. Let's talk.